Hello, this is BBC News. I'm Catherine Biarahang and I just want to bring you some breaking news now. We're getting reports of a plane crash in India. An Air India flight taking off from Ahmedabad International Airport crashed shortly after.
Hello, this is BBC News. I'm Catherine Brong and I want to bring you some breaking news. We are getting reports of a plane crash in India. An Air India flight taking off from Ahmedabad International Airport has crashed shortly after takeoff. Video circulating on social media shows thick plumes of black smoke billowing into the sky. It appears the aircraft crashed in a residential area. Our correspondents in India are working to confirm more details from the scene. Initial reports from Ahmedabad International Airport in Gujarat suggest that the Air India flight lost control shortly after takeoff. Social media footage shows dramatic images of the aftermath. Black fumes rising from what appears to be a densely populated neighborhood. As of now, we're still awaiting confirmation on the number of passengers on board. This is a developing story and a significant incident. We're also seeing map data and flight radar visuals on our screens, indicating that the aircraft's flight path was cut drastically short. From the available data, the flight crashed just 10 minutes after
of an Air India flight that has crashed shortly after takeoff, and we're of course trying to get as much information as we can about what's going on there in Ahmedabad, and we'll bring you any developments as soon as we get it. What we know so far is that video on social media that's now being posted of this crash shows black fumes billowing into the skies, and this plane, it appears, crashed shortly after takeoff, and the crash appears to be in a residential area. Of course, we do not know yet where this
departure. We're just receiving word from the control room. This was flight AI 171, which had taken off from Ahmedabad and was headed for London Gatwick Airport. Air India has released a brief statement confirming flight AI 171, operating from Ahmedabad to London Gatwick, was involved in an incident today, June 12, 2025. We are currently ascertaining the details and will provide updates at the earliest. A short while ago, the Reuters news agency reported that police in Ahmedabad have confirmed at least 242 people were on board. Again, we are still working to determine the condition of those passengers. You're watching BBC News, and if you're just joining us, an Air India flight, AI 171, headed for London Gatwick, crashed shortly after takeoff from Ahmedabad International Airport. Let's now go live to Delhi to our correspondent, Aruna Day, for further updates. Aruna Day, BBC Delhi. Thank you, Catherine. Yes, this is a very fast-moving and sensitive story. We're being cautious about the information we're putting out as details are still emerging. The only
from a spokesperson for Air India saying flight A171 operating from Ahmedabad to London Gatwick was involved in an incident today on the 12th of June 2025. At this moment, we are ascertaining the details and will share further updates at the earliest.
Official confirmation we have so far is the statement from Air India. They've said that flight AI 171, operating from Ahmedabad to London Gatwick, was involved in an incident. The airline is still verifying the details. From what we understand, the crash occurred near the airport in Ahmedabad, a major city in Gujarat, which is also the home state of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It's an important commercial hub in western India. We're hearing reports suggesting there were over 200 passengers on board. We've seen video footage posted on social media that shows dense black smoke rising near what seems to be a populated area, possibly residential, though that has yet to be confirmed.
Know so far about this crash?
Catherine, it's a very, very sort of fast-paced development that we're trying to track. So still trying to gather information as we try and piece together information coming in from various outlets. So we're being very careful about what we're putting out there because it's still, as I said, a developing story and it's a sensitive story. So we're just trying to cross-check everything. So let me just put out the facts for you as we know it, as we speak. The only official confirmation that we've got is from India's national carrier, that is Air India, saying that flight AI 171 operating from Ahmedabad to London Gatwick was involved in an incident. That is per their official statement dated 12th of June 2025. At this moment, they say they're still ascertaining details and will share further updates as and when they do. So this is the official statement coming in from the airline, that is Air India. The other pieces of information that we've managed to piece together at the moment is that this
Flight radar data suggests the last signal from the plane was picked up just seconds after takeoff, indicating that the incident occurred almost immediately after leaving the runway. We are also hearing from India's Aviation Ministry that rescue teams have been mobilized and are on high alert if you're looking for continuous updates. We are also updating the BBC News website with minute-by-minute coverage. To summarize what we know at this hour. Air India flight AI-171, bound for London Gatwick, has crashed shortly after taking off from Ahmedabad International Airport.
Where exactly the crash has happened, whether it was an open area or a residential area, but it's something that we're still getting information. But we've seen some videos that have come up on social media which show black smoke emanating from the crash site. There are some houses that are visible in the area, but I would hesitate to sort of pinpoint what.
Air India has confirmed the incident and says it is working to gather more details. At least 242 people were reported to be on board. The crash appears to have occurred in or near a residential area. Rescue operations are currently underway. We'll continue to bring you updates as we receive them. Stay with us here on BBC News.